Well, hello everyone out there in the beautiful woods that is Podbeam. My name is Love Guru Goddess, and I'm here to discuss with you a very, very important topic. And it's a topic that, a lot of people go, how in the world can you do this with someone that's like this? And so I wanted to discuss with you, in particularly, um, loving a narcissist and how you deal with somebody who is a narcissist when you are an empath. So I thought that what would be pretty fitting is if I read this passage I found. So I'm on this Facebook thing called narcissistic disorder, and it's on there, and it the people that are on this group, and they're in this group, um, discuss their narcissism and how, it can be, both a blessing and a disguise at the same time. A lot of the times narcissists, they admit that, you know, they do this to protect themselves, but by the same token, they don't know how to do it, without, you know, being cocky, being mean, and narcissism is definitely a disorder in the sense that you are so completely in love with yourself that you don't understand or even want to understand that you are hurting people, and then you've been pointed out that you're hurting people, but yet a part of them feels like they can't help it. So there's a disorder involved with this narcissism. It's even in the diagnostic manual, which is the DSM, which is a book that therapists use to, give a clinical diagnosis on anyone. Your Love Guru Goddess right here actually does have her degree in psychology. I do have a bachelor's degree in psychology, um, from a Bay Area college. And so, I have that background in me. So this passage I'm about to read was really interesting to me because it definitely hit home, and I wanted to discuss it, and I feel like this subject is just really sensitive. So I'm going to read the passage that I found, which was pretty timely, and it was based on the fact that um, I'm personally going through a situation where there is a narcissistic person in my life um, that I care about, but the narcissist continues to do the behavior. And I know a lot of people that are in this situation, and I know for a fact that the every single narcissist that I've ever talked to, admits that the behavior is wrong, but they're doing it anyway just to benefit themselves. But they don't understand that that benefit isn't always the best thing for you. So here we go. Let me read the passage really quick that I found, and I'm going to post it on my Love Guru Goddess page. I know I already did post it on my Love Guru Goddess page already if you follow me on Facebook, and this is what it says. When an empath and a narcissist get together in a relationship, it's like the perfect explosion. The empath gives too much and the narcissist takes too much. It's a magnetic and dangerous. Empaths give to utter exhaustion, while narcissists reap the benefits. The relationship can destroy an empath. It can also lead to self-discovery, healing, where the empath grows and establishes better boundaries and values them more. A narcissist just finds another way to supply havoc to destroy it. Rather than learning and growing, they learn better ways to manipulate and deceive. Now, irony of what I just read is that I know a lot of narcissistic people who cannot and will not change their ways. And then I've met some narcissistic people who really just don't know how to change their ways. So what do you do? As an empath myself, what's really, really horrible is that I've admitted that a lot of my exes and men I've dated in the past, they fit that mold. And they think about their selfish urges and desires without even really thinking about the consequences of their actions. Like in my previous podcast, I had discussed that there's a guy in my life. His name is Abe, like I mentioned him before. Abe still, to this day, is living a very narcissistic life. And then he justifies his narcissism, and then he keeps doing the same pattern over and over again. Narcissistic people are like 3-year-olds where they constantly try to get mommy's attention by destroying things. And instead, they should just let it be. So, with all of those things considered, how do you love a narcissistic person when you're an empath? Unfortunately, you have to show narcissists tough love. Because what I've discovered is although I am empathic and though I love everyone, I don't put up with bullying. And narcissists are bullies. They're mental bullies. They mentally mess with your game. There's another person in my life, his name is Scott, and he actually is my coworker. He's also a class A narcissist too. And when you try to tell a narcissist, you're really not that good at something, and then they get defensive about it, they destroy you because they know it's the truth. So they destroy everything that you work for, and yet they just, don't get it. Like all this sort of stuff is going to come back to bite them in the butt. As of right now, I have a lot of narcissistic people in my life who are just not getting it. You have to be able to be selfless, not selfish. Selfish people don't know how to live their lives correctly because they think, oh, I can just take. And how much do you need is the question. How much could you possibly desire? What is making you think that you can do whatever you want to people and get away with it? Well, as an empath, you first of all understand their path. That's why the word is called empath, right? You understand that this is how they really are. But unfortunately, with a narcissist, the only way they can change is if you cut off their safety net. So currently in my life, I am currently cutting off a lot of people in my life who are narcissistic people. They think it's okay to destroy good people like myself, but yet their karma is all coming to bite them in the butt. Now, rule number 1 with an empath is that you really have to make the narcissist understand that you are not somebody to walk all over. Yes, you'll be there for them, but you're not there to be their whipping post. You're not there to be the person that they use and abuse and then they toss you to the side and move on. Think of it as narcissistic people. They think they can buy love, whether they buy your love or they buy love to feel loved. And you can have all the money in the world, but are you a happy person? No. I mean, look at some of the billionaires that are out there. There are some billionaires that are horrible individuals. They have all the money in the world. And, it's been shown that on average, most billionaires make $1,000 an hour. And, for some people, they're lucky if they even bring $1,000 a month in, right? So, what do you do in those situations? Well, you have to make the narcissist realize, yes, I do love you. Yes, I do care about you as a person, but I'm not going to allow the chaos that comes with you. So when you come to me, you have to realize that I'm not going to put up with this behavior. And I'm not going to do this with you anymore. And when you love a narcissist, you have to make them understand, like, look, I'm there for you, and I can be there for you, and I will be there for you, but you're not going to get your way with me all the time. And that's the problem with a lot of narcissists. They think that you'll always be there for them whenever they need you. But you have to force a narcissist to say, no, you're on my time. So there's been situations where, I've had to block out narcissists out of my life for a while, force them to grow up, because unfortunately in the world of a narcissist, everyone is so used to, narcissists in particular are so used to being bailed out, whether it's mental or physical. And it's really pathetic because of the fact that, they know how to play the game of making you feel sorry for them. They promise that they're going to change their ways, and then they don't. So there's only one way to cure a narcissist. Stop being the safety net. Cut them off. I don't care what sob story they tell you. Like, one narcissist in my life, they're like, well, his mother died when he was, young, when he was kind of young. And I'm like, yeah, but there's millions of other people out there in the world that have experienced the same thing. And that doesn't excuse his behavior. That's just him playing the card of, oh, feel sorry for me because mommy died. And I'm left with mean old daddy. Like, that's ridiculous. So, empaths, you have to harden your heart a little bit. Empaths, you're going to have to just understand that the narcissist is going to do what they do. They don't care about your feelings or anyone else's feelings for that matter but their own. So the way you cut off a narcissist is you act like you don't care about them. That's step one. Yes, they're going to act like that 3-year-old and try to get your attention and do something indirectly or straight directly. But you have to keep strong. So by the end of the exercise, the narcissist is really going to have absolutely no choice. And you're going to have to do it multiple times. And then finally, the narcissist will get it. I've been successful at converting narcissists. Now, some people have accused me of being a narcissist, and I'm like, no, I'm not a narcissist because I have a heart and I care. I'm passionate. There's a difference between being a narcissist and being confident in who you are. I'm definitely confident in who I am. Why? Because I'm the love guru, God's baby doll. I love love, and I'm about love, and I am connected to God and Jesus himself. And I don't believe in anything other than love. Jesus teaches us to love no matter what, and I always do that. And I don't listen to people that tell me, you need to cut so-and-so off. Why are you friends with so-and-so? Because if you're a true empath and you believe in God and I know that I'm a goddess, which means I know that I'm connected to God, you don't listen to naysayers. And a lot of people have wondered how I put up with certain people. I go, well, if you really build your connection with God, you know how to sympathize, but then you make them realize, look, I am of God, I am of Jesus. And Jesus does teach people lessons on their own behavior. So, I do what I do. I don't apologize for what I do. And I don't change who I am. But by the same token, I love. And at the end of the day, I want love to rule. That's why we all need to love each other. This is Love Guru Goddess, letting you once again that as an empath, you need to do tough love. Otherwise, the narcissist will never learn the lesson. Take care of yourselves and each other. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook at Love Guru Goddess. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.